we try to do a little base running in the beginning. Then we have a hitting, and we actually do a hitting and a fielding circuit all at the same time. We'll have, maybe ground balls being done at shortstop. We have our outfielders in center field, and then we have a cage going. And guys will rotate, especially at 8, 9, 10, because they play a little bit of everything. They need to work on fly balls and ground balls, and they hit. So we kind of rotate it that way. But as they get older, it's more position specific. But you go to a college practice and sometimes they'll divvy it up between what they're focusing on or a game strategy. Maybe it's rundowns and we're working really hard on defense today, and then we're gonna have on-field BP. Or the next day it might be we're gonna have 5 different hitting stations and really crank out that, but then work on game situations on the field. And so it changes a lot, but it depends if you're practicing once a week, if you're practicing 3 or 4 times a week. If you're practicing only once a week, you got to work on everything. If you just hit, they're not going to be doing much throwing and fielding. If you're practicing 3 or 4 times a week, you can then kind of map it out a little bit differently.
Yeah. I think it's monitoring their throws too and making sure they're not getting overused. I agree with everything Duke just said. For my guys at 16U, a lot of times we were playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we would just have a midweek BP session, and sometimes it would be optional. They'd come in for an hour, we'd get our swings in, because they've thrown so much from Thursday to Monday, playing 7, 8 games. It's a lot to then come in and work on double cuts and rundowns and infield, outfield, just because of the amount of throws. So Duke was spot on right there. Monitor how many practices you have a week. Definitely take notes during the game to see what we need to work on that week. It might be, like Duke said, it might be rundowns, it might be cuts and relays, it might be pop fly communication, but have that plan going in. Me personally at the younger ages, just like Duke said, I'm a big fan of covering a little bit of everything just to make sure they're ready for the weekend.